What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about why narcissists don't like being alone, why they can't stand being by themselves. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Peace. So this person is asking why narcissistic people can't stand to be by themselves or single for long periods of time. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. I can't speak for all narcissistic people, but speaking for myself, like when I'm alone for extended periods of time or single for a long period of time, like my thoughts become my enemies. My negative self-talk is insane, y'all. I promise most of my thoughts go negative, and it starts just like blaming myself, telling myself I'm not good enough and things like that. So myself, like many other narcissistic people, we seek out the comfort of others for validation, because that self-validation, that ability to self-validate, it just doesn't exist a lot of times. So I said this a long time ago. When I'm alone with my thoughts, they become my enemies. It feels like the wall is closing in on me, and I just need other people to validate my existence, validate my worth. So you get a lot of narcissists that hop from one relationship to the other just to get that validation and avoid being by themselves. Thank you, and I hope this helps. So welcome back, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed my little TikTok, YouTube short, whatever video form you like seeing my short form content in. But let's hop right into it. As you can see, I said that. So y'all, let me get this out the way real quick. Nothing I ever say on this channel is just specific to narcissistic people, to toxic people, to people with narcissistic personality disorder. Because I know a lot of that stuff I say might resonate with somebody, but hey, I'm not a narcissist. This doesn't apply to me. Of course, it doesn't apply to everybody. I'm talking about narcissists in particular. This is why narcissists do what they do. Not everybody in the world. Hey, if I didn't say if you do this, you are a narcissist. I said this is why narcissists do this, or this is why narcissists feel this way. I didn't say if you do this, then you are a narcissist. So let's get that out of the way right here. I keep seeing comments in the comment section. It's like, hey, this is nothing to do with narcissism, blah, blah, blah. Duh. That'd be killing me. But you see, narcissistic people, I'm speaking for myself, and I speak in broad strokes, y'all. It's not for everybody. Again, it's just some narcissistic people, like, my negative self-talk is literally insane. Somebody asked the question, like, can you meditate? I can't meditate, y'all. My mind does not slow down. That's why I don't like being by myself. When my wife left me in 2020, I promise you, I was going crazy. I thought I had to be in this house by myself. It's COVID time. I'm gonna go crazy. I need to find somebody else really, really quick. I need to try to replace her because my negative self-talk will drive me crazy in this house. My thoughts, because like I've been saying this for years. When I'm alone with my thoughts, they eventually become my enemies. They just do, y'all. My thoughts attack me. It's like most of my thoughts are negative. That's why I've been into personal development for 15 years. I'm 36 years old now. I've been doing this at 21 years old, working on myself, working on my mind, because my thought process has always been negative, y'all. I've always never felt like I've been enough. I've always felt like I haven't done enough. I won't be enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't look good enough. My hair's not long enough. I'm not strong enough. I don't have enough muscle. I've always felt like I've never been enough. So when I'm alone, my mind caves in on itself. Like a lot of narcissistic people I've talked to feel the same way. Our minds are caving in on us. We need somebody else. We need to seek validation for someone else. Somebody else give this to me. Where are you at? Please give me this validation I'm seeking. I need it. I need it. I need it. It's like a drug, y'all. I need it right now. But that's the point right there. We need other people. Narcissistic people have a level of codependency to them, y'all. We need other people. I can't be alone. I hate it. But that's the thing right there. That's the difference between me and a lot of other narcissistic people. When my wife left me, I didn't immediately try to hop into another relationship. Could I do that? Yes. I know you're like, Lee, you can't hop. Nobody wants narcissist. Yo, stop. Seriously. But literally, that's how I know I've been working on myself, y'all. Because I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, we're not gonna go move on. We're gonna sit right here and we're gonna fight silence. We're gonna fight our negative self-talk. That's why I started reading the Bible, y'all. I was so alone and so scared to be by myself. I started reading the Bible, and God has been with me since I opened that Bible up. Since I read the entire Bible. That's why I say this is a God-blessed journey I'm on, because I felt so alone in that house. You know, when you come home to an empty house, or you move into an empty apartment and you talk and the walls echo, like echo, 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 echo. That's how I was with my thoughts, bouncing off the wall. A lot of narcissistic people feel that same way, y'all. The thought process kills us. Like, that's why I can't meditate. My therapist's like, have you tried meditating? I'm like, yeah, I can't. So I do, instead of meditating, I do what I call free thinking. I get into I try to get into a meditative state where I just let my thoughts flow. Instead of trying to hold my thoughts back, I let them go wherever they want to go. And eventually I hit a state of stasis for a few minutes where my mind is clear. Like, dang, I feel like I go to sleep, but I'm literally sitting straight up. It feels like I go to sleep because I let my thoughts flow. I have to do that. Like, imagine closing your eyes in the house by yourself when you're scared to be by yourself. When being alone, the fear of abandonment, that's one of your biggest fears. That's how I felt my wife left me, y'all. And that's how I knew I was going to work on myself. I told my therapist, how do I get my wife back? She left. My therapist said, Lee, you can't get her back. And then she said, let me rephrase that. You can get her back, but she probably going to leave again. You know, she might leave again. You know what I mean? In that situation right there. You know, it's like you can manipulate her to get back, you know. You can manipulate her to get her back, but then she'll just leave again when she realized that you haven't really changed. She'll just bounce on you again. So I had to sit there I had to fight the aloneness, y'all. I had to fight the dark thoughts. I literally had to fight against those right there. I had to. Narcissistic people don't like being by themselves. That's why they move on to relationships so quickly, because they need that validation. We can't self-validate. It's hard to self-love. Self-love pretty much doesn't exist with narcissistic people, y'all. It seems like it exists from the outside perspective, but from the inner workings of my mind, it doesn't exist. You see? I can't self-validate. A lot of you can. Most of you can. That's why you don't hop right into other relationships most times. Some of you do. That's why you find the worst narcissist. You can self-validate. You can self-heal. You know what I mean? But the longer you're in a relationship with a narcissist, the more you lose that ability to self-validate and to self-heal and things like that. That's why I tell a lot of people, when you get caught up in these situations, take your time and slow down. You can self-validate. Narcissistic people can't. We can't. We need other people. So that's why you see them break up with you. They got a new girlfriend or a new boyfriend in a week and a half. And sometimes that person isn't always new. You know? Sometimes that person isn't always a new person. Sometimes that person is an old person, an ex, an old flame, or something like that. It isn't always a fresh new person. It can be an old person that they rekindle, you know, because they need somebody. They'll rather go back to their ex they probably hate, or their ex that hates them, than be by themselves. Or they get on a dating site and love bomb the steam over somebody else, and they be in love in a week and a half. They're already living together in 2 weeks, in 2 months. The narcissist person can't be alone, y'all. It's a fear. It's inner. It eats us away being alone. The silence is deafening. It speaks volumes. Whew, I feel like I just ranted this episode, y'all. Goodness gracious. Maybe it's the heat. It's hot out here. So I had my tank top on at the beginning. I didn't want to flash. I did it in my earlier video and I felt weird. But like I said, the aloneness. So it's less about you. So it has, like, when you see a narcissist move on quickly, it's less about you than it is about them, and not wanting to be alone and fight that darkness and that aloneness by themselves. You know what I mean? So a lot of narcissists, a lot of toxic people, they just get into these relationships just for the simple fact that they cannot be alone. They just move on really quickly because they cannot be alone. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. I really truly appreciate you. Like and subscribe for more. Mental illness is out. Peace.